YouTube, what's up? I'm back. Finally got this car registered, got everything situated, so now I can officially start tearing into it. Kind of got it up here on jacks, my little blocks for now. I'm gonna start by go ahead and get the core support, radiator support, and all that stuff out. Then I can go ahead and start actually getting this engine out. I gotta still disconnect the linkage inside. I gotta do drain the fluids, get the exhaust off, drive shaft, all that stuff. I end up dropping the subframe, the diff and all that at the back too. I'll probably try to weld the diff. And then make sure it's got the reinforcements done. I honestly don't know if it does. I've looked under there before. I didn't really see any cracks, but I'm pretty sure it hasn't been done. So that's something I wanna knock out too. But yeah, man, we're gonna get into it. I should be good to go. Got a lot of tear down to do, let's get it. Got the exhaust out, went ahead and took the exhaust off. I don't know what kind of exhaust this is. I know it's 2 resonators. This is what came with the car. I don't know if this is stock or not, but decent condition. I may actually reuse this for the time being if I get everything back in. Plan to run a 4-inch downpipe. Probably maybe take the first resonators off. Has a slip joint here. Maybe I can make some kind of 2-into-1. I don't know what this is, probably 2-inch. Maybe if I can find like a 2-inch into one 4-inch. Merge that up right where the first set of resonators are. Of course, this is just the heat shield. It's upside down right now, so heat shield for the car. I'll just show you guys. So everything's exposed right now. So I still got to get the drive shaft out, carrier bearing and all that. And then I'll disconnect it up front. And then I can go ahead and actually start getting the linkage and everything for the trans up. Get that done. Then like I said, I'm gonna do the diff later. And you can actually see my little bulkheads for my AN lines. But the diff I don't know if I'm gonna do all this at once or not, but drive shaft's out, that's the main part. I mean, not drive shaft, exhaust is out. I'm probably get the drive shaft out. And then I'll go ahead and start working with the rest. I think I can get it out with the manifold still on. We'll see. Like I think that's enough room once I take everything off. All right, so I got the exhaust off. Got the drive shaft out too. I actually looked this up. This is actually a Corsa. This is a Corsa. I don't know if it's a full set. I know at least the axle back. This Corsa exhaust is like $1,200 exhaust. It came on this car. It's like a, what's it say? UUV by Corsa or something like that. So decent exhaust. So I may try to reuse those. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I got that. Everything under the car is good now. Transmission's disconnected. So I'm gonna go ahead and start tearing into this front radiator support, all that, get all this stuff off, and then start stripping this thing down. sports house radiators out. Now I got the open engine in front of it. So when I pull the engine, I just plan to pull it kind of up and forward so it'll come right out of here. Next big thing I got to do is start getting the harness, all the electrical stuff out. Yeah, once I do that, honestly, it'll just be the physical mounts. So engine mounts, trans mount. Yeah, I mean, I should be pretty set after that, so. All right, got everything situated. I got got a cannon in here so I can, let me make this a little bigger. Cannon in here so I got room to get a cherry picker in here. I got the 2J over here. I kind of got it facing the way it needs to be. So hopefully when I pull this out, swing it right over here, sit off to the side for a little bit. Then I try to put the 2J in. I'm expecting to have to like hammer some of the firewall or the trans tone and stuff. We're gonna see how that works. My boy came by to help me. I'm gonna show y'all his whip. I got the Supra clean. Man, nice. That junk clean, man. I might have to get me one. Well, I guess that's kind of what I'm supposed to be building in here. Super clean, man. But hopefully, the BMW will be my knockoff version. Go ahead and set this up. I got everything disconnected other than like the 2 bolts on the trans mount. And I got the 2 nuts on the engine mount, which I already loosened. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with that, put this time lapse on, see how long this takes. Trying to get this thing out. Went ahead and took the motor mounts off both sides just to give me a little more room. And then right now I'm trying to disconnect the steering racks. Bottom of the oil pan's kind of coming close to that, so I think that's kind of giving me a little bit of issue. So if I can disconnect that. Like I said, it's all the engine mounts. Just trying to finagle it. I knew it was gonna be a little challenge trying to get this thing out of here, especially with this cockeyed ass engine, but we can work on it. Trying to hopefully this exhaust is gonna clear too. I went ahead and took this motor mount off this side as well. Give me a little more space. I don't know if I can get it forward enough. I'll be good. So I need to come forward probably another 3 inches. And then my bottom of the oil pan is pretty much right there. So I don't have much room under that though. So see the oil pan is pretty flush for that. So I just need to maybe come up an inch. And I should be able to clear that. Definitely not trying to drop the subframe if I don't have to. But if I do that, I guess the only other option that will be disconnected from the trans. But I'm determined to get it out here with the trans connected, so that's what's gonna happen. So let me get back to it. Hey, we clear. We in the clear. Got it out. I went ahead and actually just, the actual
Steering rack was kind of getting away, so I just took that off and lowered that. And after that, it kind of angled it back. Pretty much angled it back a little bit and got it out. That was actually, I think, the main hold up once you got the mounts off. So go ahead and pull this out of the way, sit it to the side, figure out how I'm gonna sit it to the side, and then might go ahead and try to fit the JZ up. I'm gonna probably power wash all this stuff too, though. We'll see depending on how my space looks. You see it. Engine out. I'm gonna go ahead and degrease some of the stuff out of the cover, some of the electrical stuff I don't want to get wet. I almost feel like I don't care because it should dry out by the end, but I'm gonna cover it anyway. I'm gonna try to power wash. Just power wash it real quick. Obviously, I'm not going for nothing crazy clean. Just knock it off. We got the engine out. It's over here on the floor. Wasn't too bad. The trans is, in my particular car, this is a GM trans. I think it's like a 4L80, 4L60, something. I forgot the exact one. It's a one of those L versions, but I forgot it's a little different. But this is a GM trans. It's right here. But it's shaped pretty much almost from the back portion like the actual T56. So height and all is actually a little bit bigger on the bottom because of the tray. So I know that part of it is just kind of the belt housing part. I think it's a little bit thicker. But we'll go ahead and try to clean it real quick. And then I think I'm gonna try test fitting the JZ. I think I'll probably have to take those motor mounts off when I put it on and actually see how it fits without the mounts, kind of get it in place, then probably try to put the mounts on afterwards. Because I think they'll be a little too big to space-wise to get in there. But man, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna clean it up. Got this thing cleaned off a little bit. She actually doesn't look bad at all. I'm gonna probably try to do a little bit more cleaning, maybe just some little spots like that. It's nothing major though. What I think I'm gonna do now though, I'm pretty sure this trans tunnel is gonna have to be massaged a little. So I'm gonna work on getting this insulation and stuff off. Hopefully I can get to it with these brake lines and stuff behind it. Again, I got the Chase Beige brake delete and relocation line kit. And then I got the their manual master cylinder. So I'm actually gonna do away with the vacuum style just because I didn't think the manifold would fit anyway. Pretty sure it's gonna hit, not 100%, but I think it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. I'm going to also go ahead and get rid of these heater lines for now. Again, I probably will try to keep heat. I'm pretty sure this is bad anyway, this valve. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna work on getting this thing cleaned out so we can actually see how the engine's gonna fit. So that's what we do for here. Just did a little bit of cleaning up. Took that kind of thermal barrier, little whatever this is material-wise off on the tunnel. I may actually use the very rear of it and put it back in there. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have to hammer trans tunnel a little bit in this area to get the T56 bell housing area to fit. Not exactly sure. I think I'm gonna try to test fit it here in a second just to see. Fuel pressure regulators in there, filters in there, all that. So I'm doing away with all that because I don't need any of it. This is electric connection going to the regulator. This is the this was just the air pressure to the regulator. These were these two here, feed and return lines. Don't need any of that anymore because I'm getting away with doing away with all that. All these brake lines should also be gone because I got the Chase base kit, so I'm deleting the booster and manual setup, so all this is gonna go away. I got the line relocation kit, so I should have some nice clean lines. All that'll be going is to this is just the front passenger side. This one back here, front driver's side, is going in there. And then the lines that run to the rear of the car, so that'll be that. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much almost ready. Leakage that came from the stock shifter for the automatic transmission. That's literally all it is. It's no actual physical linkage, just that cable. And then that little black piece here is where the actual shifter, I guess, sits. Maybe it's like a recess. Got to get that off, obviously, for the shifter to go. The shifter should sit before it hits this little reinforcement here that my finger's tracing, because the black piece should be where the shifter is. And then you see pretty much on the T56, the Magnum, the shifter ends there, so I shouldn't have to worry about that. I am worried a little bit about some of the things on here, like these pieces, this piece sticking out here and this one here, may have to cut those off. I could have really trimmed, because this hangs over, I could have really trimmed that down, but I'm gonna see how that fits. That could be something I could do to give myself a little more space if I have to. I'm gonna try not to do that though. But other than that, cleaned it up in here a little bit. Got some reflective tape. I'm gonna put on all this once I figure it out. These little panels actually came from right here on the side. I'm gonna actually plan on reusing these. Like this one goes here. This one goes right up here. Again, that's where the dump tube is gonna be at, or that's where the dump from the turbo is gonna be. So I do want the heat insulation there. So I'll actually put those back on. That shouldn't affect anything. I know the bottom piece won't. The top one may have to bend it in just to make it fit the new shape, but that should be just fine. Then again, like I said, I'll put the gold reflective tape on the other parts to make it fit. Other than that, man, yeah, get rid of all this stuff. I'm just pretty much going through cleaning up and deleting everything right now that I can that I don't need. Like I say, the only reason I may not mess with the brake stuff right now is just because I didn't drain it, and I don't really feel like trying to go through the process of draining it right now. Especially with, brake fluid's pretty corrosive to the paint, so I don't really care too much about the paint, but I would like to keep it halfway clean. It's not too bad looking in here. I did pressure wash it, as you saw, so it looks pretty clean in here. So other than that, I'm gonna keep at it, getting rid of stuff I can. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the AC stuff. I know obviously these lines aren't gonna work, but I would like to visit the possibility of getting AC, keeping AC. I had to probably have lines made. I'm not really too familiar with that, so that'd be something I have to look into. I also would need a compressor. So, but for now, starting off with none. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep at it. We'll get back to it. Pretty much everything's situated, as you see. hammered the firewall, grind off those studs to held that little foam insulator on the tunnel. Just hit it with some primer just to cover it so it's not gonna rust. And again, this stuff right here, most of this part will be covered back by that heat shield anyway. Then I'll just gold tape the rest of this. I'm gonna get these brake lines, the hard lines out, because again, the kit I have should come with new lines. I'm gonna get the ABS module out because that's disconnected anyway because it's broken. Then I'm gonna get the booster out from the inside. And then I just have to get the automatic shifter out. And after that, I actually go and see about mounting the JZ, see how it's gonna fit. Test fit that, kind of get the mounts all locked into place for once I decide this is where it's gonna be, because I can have a little bit of adjustability forward and back. I wanna see kind of where the shifter is gonna land, see if it's gonna land in that same spot as the stock one. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah, so other than that, man, that was it, man. Got it out. And it's over here on the floor. I'm about to probably sell that. It was working just fine. No issues with that. And I just probably leave it apart right now. So if somebody wants to buy it, they can kind of look in it. You can see inside the valves. You see what kind of condition it's in. So yeah, we'll get back to that. I appreciate y'all checking this video out. Next one will be out soon. Hopefully that one's gonna be me mounting, getting everything finalized as far as the mounting goes. And then I'll tackle some other stuff too. So appreciate you. Holla at your boy.